In this exercise, we're given the following tax scenario. Tony is a single person with no children whose gross income is $44,000. He also has adjustments and deductions. He has an adjustment of $2,300 and all of these potential itemized tax deductions. The first thing that we're asked to do is to find the adjusted gross income. So Tony's gross income, that means all of the money that he gets from his employer. His gross income is $44,000. His adjusted gross income, which we abbreviate AGI, that's his gross income minus any adjustments. We're told that this $2,300 is an adjustment. That means that that comes out before anything. He's just not taxed on that money. It's not counted toward his income. So it's 44,000 minus 2,300. His adjusted gross income is 41,700. Okay. Now next, we need to decide whether he will use the standard deduction or itemized deductions. Well, Tony is a single person, so we want to look at the single column in our standard deductions. This is the 2020 tax information given in this problem. If you're watching this from the future, you might see a future tax year's information here, which will just affect what actual numbers you use. So, Tony is single. We want to use the standard deduction of 12,400 to compare to his itemized deductions. If he itemizes his deductions, well, that'll be $4,250 plus $5,250 plus $3,000. That'll be $12,500 in deductions. The standard deduction is $10,400. This is less than that. Excuse me. 12,500 is more than 12,400. 12,500 is more than the standard deduction, and therefore Tony wants to use his itemized deductions of 12,500. And then his taxable income is his adjusted gross income minus his deductions. So that's 41,700 minus 12,500. So his taxable income is 29,200. Okay, now we need to compute his tax owed before any credits. For that, we need to go up to the tax brackets. So his $29,200 income, that's between $9,000 and change and $40,000 and change. So that puts him in the 12% tax bracket. That means as a single person, right, that's why we're looking at this column. As a single person, his first $9,875 will be taxed at 10%, and then the rest of his income will be taxed at 12%. I'm going to use the lists on my calculator for this again. So the two rates we're going to use are 10% and 12%. The 10% bracket starts at 0. The 12% bracket starts at $98.75. The 10% tax bracket ends at $98.75. And the 12% bracket ends for Tony at his actual income of $29,200. So I'm going to convert my rates to a percent. And then for each bracket, I'm going to take the end minus the start to get the amount in that range. And we notice that the amount that's taxed at 10% is $98.75. And the amount that's taxed at 12% is the rest, $19,325. His total taxes owed, I want to take the sum of the rates in L1 times the amounts in L2. His total taxes owed before any tax credits will be $3,306.50. Are there any tax credits? Adjustment, deduction, no mention of any tax credits. So since he has no credits, this is his total taxes owed. Now, according to his W-2, he's already paid this amount. This amount is less than his taxes owed, so he owes more taxes. His remaining taxes owed is, well, it's all the tax he owes minus the amount that's been withheld. So it's his $33,0650 minus the $2,860 that's been withheld. He still owes. That means he has to write a check to the IRS for $446.50. Now this last question is to help us think about what these tax brackets actually mean. Right, so Tony's in the 12% marginal tax bracket, but He actually paid $3,306.50 on a gross household income, the actual money that he got paid, of $44,000. That means that he actually paid, well, what percent of his gross income? The amount he paid divided by his gross income times 100% to make it a percent. If we round that to 1 decimal place, he actually paid 7.5% of his gross income in taxes. So even though he's in the 12% marginal tax bracket, he didn't pay anything like 12% of his income in taxes. He only paid 7.5%.